everybody, back again. I'm going to give you a plant tour or a house tour, however you want to call it. Okay, so I will start from my basement. Here I have, as I already uploaded, the plants that I saved that I had outside hanging in the pots. And yeah, I felt bad to throw them because I saw my neighbors throw their geraniums. Like, once it starts getting cold, they just throw them and leave them at the front so the garbage guy picks it up. And well, I picked up 2 of them from outside. I know, I'm bad, but I felt so bad for them. They were out there sitting in that rain and they were so cold, and I decided to bring them, and well, only 2 because the rest is mine. And well, it survived. Only 2 plants from the last time that I filmed. Only, I believe if you don't remember, these hanging ones had these little purplish, tiny little itsy bitsy flowers. They were purplish and they were nice. Those ones did not survive, I guess, because maybe they needed more water. I was only watering like once a week. And now that I feel it doesn't need water because now it's like a bit more colder. It doesn't need to water that often, right? So anyways, too much chit chat. I don't want to make this video way too long and bore you all. So here I have my geraniums. These are a mix of colors. And so far so good. It's doing well. My husband fixed this fluorescent light for me. And as you can see, it only has 1 light bulb. And usually it will go 2, but I have only 1 and they're surviving. This one is the other geranium that makes these lovely like geranium flowers. I forget the name of this one, but this one is the one that has purple mixed with white, and it almost looks like tiny rose. Well, not that tiny, but I love it. And more geraniums, more geraniums, and more geraniums. And I have my poinsettia here, the one that is nice, this color with 2 white and red, that I cut out, and you can see new growth here. There's new growth. And here's the other one that I uploaded, and you can see how big the leaves are, and the leaves are kind of getting a little dark reddish, which is kind of cool to see. It's so exciting to see your work in progress. And more geraniums, and they're flowering, which is cool. They're flowering. I don't know if in the camera you can appreciate the colors, a salmon color with white. And more geraniums. Over there is another geranium, and this one died on me. It was a hot pepper plant. Both hot pepper plants died on me. I should have put it in my son's room where there's a lot of sun in his room, and my other son's room too. And that one is, I forgot, purslane, I forget the name of this one. Well, it survived, but this one, for some reason, there was a different type on this side of the pot, and it died on me, so I don't know, but it survived. The rest survived. Another different geranium with white and green. I love this one, and I'm glad it survived, and I can't wait for spring to come. This is a poinsettia, guys. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I saw this plant. Sorry, did I say poinsettia? This is an alocasia plant, which is this one. When I go to a place where there's plants, you will see me picking up plants. What I picked up was 3 plants, and one of them was this one, and another one, which I forget the name, it died on me. Silly woman here, forget that it's freezing cold outside and just take them in a bag and put it in the trunk. And then I thought my husband was going to go straight home, and instead he stopped at a restaurant so we can have dinner. So we ate, and I totally forgot. Oh my God, guys, kill me. I want someone to slap me not to think about my beautiful plants. And what happened was, during this few minutes that we sat to eat outside, well, inside the restaurant, not even a few minutes, probably an hour or more, my plants were freezing in the car. And when I got home, you should have seen how these leaves drooped down And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? I was so sad. My husband was like, oh my, I don't think they're gonna survive. I'm like, yeah, oh my God, they're dying. And so I cut this one down, so I don't know, it's still greenish, it's still hard and stiff. Let's see what happens if it regrows something. I'm gonna keep a watch on that one. And my husband was so kind enough that we went to Home Depot because that's where they had it. And I think I saw more still last week. And they had these elephant ears, they call it too. I love it because of the design on the leaf. It's so gorgeous and pretty. And the leaves are so huge. And so far, it's doing well under the light for some reason. I don't know, it's doing great. And that's my plant tour from the basement. And I also have basil here. Little tiny seeds I threw there and they started regrowing. Some fresh basil, little tiny ones, but I don't think they'll survive because spring's still a bit far, like 4 weeks. I don't know if they're gonna survive, but it's okay. I still have lots of seeds. All right, so let's start upstairs. Okay, so here I have the money tree. It's huge and it's happy here in front of the bright window. And here I have a peace lily, which is a bit drying, and that's the mama peace lily that I have for many years. And yeah, I think it's because of my over lack of not watering it. I did not water it often. And here's the babies that I separated, and it's doing well. Yeah, I have 2 peace lilies, and I separate the babies because this was so full, and I put it in another pot. And she was so sad for some reason. I have a feeling that they can feel when they're separated and they get sad. And so what I did is put it together with a mama, and then she started getting better. So I think it's like us mamas. We feel sad when we're separated from our kids. Okay, so let's start with my spider plant. This one is, I'm sure this spider plant has a different name because this one is green, all green. It's not like the white and green one. This one had tons of babies that I cut out, and I sold quite a few. And then I did not realize that it had more babies hanging at the other side, that they were huge. I mean, huge. The roots were so thick already, and she was hanging on to them. I was like, wow, the roots like were huge. Over here I have a fern. She's doing fine here. I had her in the washroom, but for some reason the tips were getting brown, so I changed the spot. So I brought her down here. As you know, my beefsteak begonia. And I have here a pothos, neon pothos. And here is my orchid. And this is the Baya palm, which is really skinny looking. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of sad on me. And this is the anthurium plant. This is a white color flower that I have, and this is the red colored anthurium that I have here in front of the bright window. Okay, so we come. I don't want to make you all dizzy. I'm trying to go slowly. And there's another spider plant that I mixed with the white one, the white and green. I mixed both of them together. But believe it or not, this green one gave me like more than 10 babies. And she's only like 8 months old. And here I have African violet, which I'm trying my luck on because for some reason I'm not that good at them. I will be doing some cuttings, and with Carolina's tips and tricks, I'm gonna try it, and with Rick L as well. He has some good tips as well. I'm going to try to propagate the leaves. And as you can see what I'm saying, I think this one is because I was spraying the leaves of the other plant. It got to this one. That's why it's brownish. I did not know they are delicate. So I will be removing most of those leaves. This is another African violet. And here I have the other spider plant, and since I cut its babies, now it's in bloom. As you can see, it's in bloom. Isn't that lovely? And here is my satin pothos or silver pothos, however they have like 3 names, I believe. It's doing quite fine. I have her hanging up there. Okay, so now let's go to the next corner. Okay, so here I have the ivy, the English ivy, I believe it's called. This one is the green color because I have 2 of them, and the other one is white and green. It's doing well here. And this one is the Peperomia Classia, and it's doing well also in front of the bright window. And here I have the Peperomia Watermelon. Isn't it lovely? These have such huge leaves. I got it from Humber Nurseries. But be very careful. Carolina, if you're hearing me out, I know you live close as well. I did mention you Humber Nurseries. Be very careful because some of the plants have, they're infested. They have some termites, so watch very carefully before you pick it up. Okay, so here I have a philodendron, which is growing fine as well. And I have an old one, which I'm rooting now. I decided to cut her down and just rooting. This is a new one. This is a Hoya. Yes, I know you must be saying, this woman has so many plants. I love this one, is so beautiful. And another Peperomia jelly, I believe it's called jelly. This is Peperomia jelly. How cool is that? All around the leaf is pink, and then you get 3 colors in one leaf, right? Whitish, creamish, and then green. Isn't it nice and pretty? And this one I picked up in Humber Nurseries. And this one, I got it from Facebook. I searched in Facebook and I picked it up from a lady. This one is called the Pilea. Let me pronounce it. Pilea peperomoides. Yeah, something like that. It's so gorgeous because it looks like little coins. I love the little dot in the middle. It's so adorable. You see how nice it is? So nice. And from when I got it, it was more smaller, and it has grown a bit. And there's a new growth in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it, but anyways, it's growing fine. And this one is also a Peperomia Pixie. And I don't remember, I think I got it in Home Depot. Pretty as well. And here I have 2 more African violets. I have a pink flower and I have a purplish flower. And that was on sale, that's why I picked it up. And I'm surprised they're doing well because I noticed the soil was very wet, so I decided not to water it until I see it dry. This one is the Wandering Jew. I got the purple. It's so pretty. The purple. And I got this one in the same pot. And I forgot about this one. This one is the polka dot plant. It was all in one pot. It was kind of sad looking, but now I noticed that it's nice and firm and it looks happy. It likes to be wet. That's what I noticed. When it's dry, it kind of droops. And here I have my rest of spider plants that I have planted in separate pots. And I have given away so many, and now what I decided is to sell it. I sell it cheap for $2 each. I know. In stores they sell it for higher prices, but these are just cuttings, and instead of throwing them, I decided to sell them. And here's a little tiny one with a white and green. So cute. And here I have a Bea Palm, which is not looking quite happy, so I brought her down. It was in a washroom. I brought her down here to see if it will chin up. Get a little bit more happy. And here's a rubber plant, which I recently bought from Humber Nurseries. And here's the other rubber plant, which I bought like 2 months, more than 2 months, I think. I'm not sure when, but it's doing fine. It likes it here in the corner. And this one I got, I just took some cuttings from, you know, when you go to the malls, there's so many plants in the malls. I just grabbed like one cutting, only one small cutting. I just broke a piece and I took off the leaves and I rooted it in water, and it did root, but it took a while to root. And Now I planted it in the pot, but the stem, I don't know, for some reason did not work, or I don't know, maybe something's going on that I don't know. Here I have an onion. I rooted in water, and I just cut it, and then they grow as long as it only touches the roots, not more than that, because then it will get rot. And here's a stevia, which looks kind of happy and growing, and a dried up cilantro, which I'm like experimenting, but it doesn't seem to work on me. And here I have a lemon tree. I believe I uploaded the video on how to grow it from seed, and this one is looking pretty, and this is a baby one with the seed still there, and this one is looking gorgeous and shiny. So I have like 4 lemon trees here. I'm gonna put the other one close to it. There's 4. I guess I'm gonna sell those. I'm gonna just keep one and put it in front of a sunny window. And here I have the burro's tail, or donkey's tail. And this one, I don't know what it is. It's just a small cutting, and it hangs over the pot. And I don't know what it is. Oh, the light is, let me see if I turn it. It's nice and plump, and they hang over. And they're kind of thin, the leaves. I'll figure it out when it grows more. And here I put some the burro's tail, or donkey's tail, all the leaves. As you can see, there's something coming out, the little tips. I don't know if it's roots, but they're coming out from there. Hopefully I'll get some plants. And here's my cuttings from the fishbone cactus. This is a cutting from epiphyllum. And this is the crown of thorns, which I'm trying to root. And here I'm drying out some of the campfire that many have told me the names. Thank you so much for helping me out to identify or ID the names of some plants that I didn't have. And here I have the philodendron heartleaf, which has the nice colors. I cut her and I repotted it, and since I repotted, it looks all drooped. And what I did is I fertilized it and put more water, and it seems to be lifting a little bit, but not that much. So hopefully she'll be fine. And here I have the dumb cane. You can see how from the first video I uploaded, since it was kind of sick, well, look how thick it has gotten, and it has 2 babies. 2 babies here. Do you see that? So I'll be soon uploading a video on separating the babies. And here I have my bamboo, which I have for many years, so many years, the orchids. And here is my plant that I recently bought, Clevia miniata. It has bloomed beautifully. How gorgeous is that? And I still have like 4 more blooms to open. Isn't that gorgeous? And here I have the anthurium. That one of the plants kind of got sick on me, and I put it in water. I'm not sure which video I saw that they put it in water and it's doing beautifully. I think it's Carolina's video, but it's not doing well. Carolina, I need your advice on this one. And I'm rooting the Euphorbia millie here, and I'm trying to root it, but it's taken a while. I believe this plant takes quite a while to root. And I'm rooting some pothos, golden pothos, and mixed with a marble queen. And Carolina, I know you're an expert with the African violet. This one was my first one that I bought, and it kind of looked sad on me and everything, but I put it in this cup with water, and it seems to be doing, or surviving, let me say. Here is the leaves that I guess water touched it. I'm going to try to do what you do to propagate them, and wish me luck. I'm going to try to do that. And it goes in there. I'm trying to root these philodendrons, which are beautiful. And here's more cuttings of the crown of thorns. As you see, I experiment a lot. I'm trying to root all these and put them in small pots. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know if I showed you this. This is the pothos, the marble queen. And I have the golden pothos right there, which is doing quite fine, and it's growing very nice and beautifully. And here I have my lab. I took some leaves off the beefsteak begonia, and I put the leaves, I cut them, and I'm trying to see if it actually roots. So it's an experiment, and I will let you know if it did root. And here I have a Chinese evergreen, which is doing quite fine with more buds coming out, more growth, and it's doing fine. It's looking good. No termites. So far so good. And here I have the other evergreen, which is doing fine here in front of the window, and it is nice and bushy. I don't know if I should take some out and put it in a different pot because it's kind of full. As you can see, it's nice and full in there. I don't know, should I separate some of them? I don't know, give me some tips. Should I separate or should I leave it? Because I'm afraid now, since I did the changing the pot to the philodendron heartleaf one, now I don't know, now I'm afraid because it looks so droopy. Alright, so now I'm in my washroom. Here is the other English ivy, and I love the structure of the leaves. It's so cool, white around the leaf. I love it. It's just gorgeous. And here I have the snake plant. It is growing the babies there. Peekaboo! There we go. See the little babies coming out. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm so happy. This is a Sansevieria. Let me turn it to the light. And this is snake plant, but I don't know why they call it succulent. I guess because it's treated like a succulent. And it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love the color of it. And it's doing fine. These are plants that are forgiving. It's very little care, not much to do with these. They're so easy to care. Alright, so this one is the dragon tree. It has grown tall, a little bit tall. Well, not as big, but it has grown and it's looking nice. So far, it's happy where it is. And here is another marble queen pothos. The marble queen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I potted two colors. Yes, it has the marble queen and it has the golden pothos. 2 in 1 here. And it seems to be doing fine here. It likes it here. It has grown a little bit long down there. I'm going to show you this plant here, which I'm not quite sure the name of this plant. I've searched it up and there's 4 similarities. And I had this for more than a year and it dried a bit, and I took out all the dry parts and I thought it would die on me, but so far so good. It's doing fine. It's growing fine, and I just put the water inside there, and well, I love the color, the pinkish, the green. I don't know, it's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. Isn't it cute? But it's not like those, how can I explain, those loose leaves. These are kind of almost like thick leaves. And if anybody can ID this plant, it just looks like a ball of hair or something. But I love the color. I love it. And so far so good. It's not died on me. And it's doing pretty good here. And here I have a kalanchoe, if I'm pronouncing it right. I love the little tiny little roses. Isn't it so adorable? So cute. So cute. So cute. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so adorable. Little roses. It's like you have your own little roses in your garden, in your home. Isn't that cute? It's so adorable. And they start fading to pink. So adorable. I got some dried ones. I don't know if there will be seeds in there, but if anybody knows, already has experience, let me know if they don't. So I just can cut them down then. and it's quite happy here. So from what I've seen, that they do take some sun. And here I have another one. This one says Kalandiva on the tag, which I believe it's a Kalanchoy, but it's called a Kalandiva. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? This is red color. It is gorgeous. It looks like roses. Isn't it beautiful? I am loving it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, and gorgeous. And it seems to be happy there too. And here I have another kalanchoy, and this is like orangey, pinkish, yellowish, I don't know, but it's a mixture of colors that I just fell in love with. It is so lovely, and it's not like a rose style like the other two over there, and this one is like just single flowers. But I love it because look how full it is. It's completely full. It is just lovely. I'm in love with it. I said no, I'm gonna pick it up. I want it. And here I have a rosemary. It has, I think I have this rosemary for 5 years, and it's been growing and growing, and it's happy, it's fine. And here I have my ruda. This is the ruda. And here's a prayer plant that I did cuttings on my mama plant, which is down here. There is the mama plant, but for some reason this one over here, which is the older one that was there from the beginning, that one looks more live because it rooted itself in the soil. Remember I showed you in the video? This one is the older one, which looks a bit sad. I don't know, or maybe it's just me. And there's the other prayer plant that I put as a neighbor for her. I'm not sure, maybe she doesn't like her neighbor. Maybe she does not like her neighbor. The other one seems to be happy. Like here's another calathea. Calathea. Yeah. And you can see the leaves are dry. They were dry when I bought them, not as much, but they were dry almost like this, and then it just curled up like that. But it stopped getting dry, and so far it looks fine. I don't know if I should cut it down. I'm afraid to cut it down, but look, there's a nice little spring roll. A nice little roll here. It seems to be happy now. And these are the tags, calathea. Yes, it's a calathea. And I love the design on the leaf. Is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And over here I have the, well, when I remember I will put it down below so you can see the name of the plant. It is doing quite fine here in front of a sunny window. You can see the design, the color on the leaves. It's just doing fine there. And here is my stevia plant, but it seems to be sad on me because I did not water it 1 week as it should be, and it dried a bit, but it got back up and it's green still. But I've noticed a new growth down there. I'm not sure if it's the same stevia plant. I hope it is. And here's the cutting from the peperomia, which is taking a long time to root. Just now I see a little root and new growth between the leaf right there. As you can see there. It's taken a long time. And here I have growing a little clementine tree. And oh dear, I think I see some bugs on this one, or webs, whatever it is. This is supposed to be a lime one, but I have more growings. I'm gonna have to clean that one up. And here is my scented geranium. I believe it's mint or chocolate mint, something like that. And it has grown like crazy. Look at this. It's hanging all the way down. I'm gonna have to cut her down so she can regrow again. She has grown so big here, and yeah, she needs a trimming. Any advice if you know about this plant, if I shouldn't cut her down that much, or please comment below. because I'm a newbie still on these kind of plants, on geraniums. Like I say, we learn every day something. Every day I learn from my own mistakes. I learn, and then after, if I kill it, I run back and get another plant, and I end up, you know, seeing the reason why I killed it. So we learn from our mistakes. Every day we learn something from our little babies, our little green pets, because these are my green pets. And like I say, my favorite is my Euphorbia millie. I forgot this one, the Nephtitis, or however. These names are so difficult. And it's doing fine. It has bushed up, and then since I cleaned it from the termites, it has been doing well. So I brought her to the other washroom, and it's doing fine, and it's healthy looking, and it keeps on making more leaves. It's just healthy. All right, my friends, thank you all for joining me on my little plant tour. It's not as much as many people have, but yeah, every time I see something, I grab it, and if I love it, oh my god, I will try to save it. Sometimes I get disappointed when I end up killing a plant, but like I said, we learn from our mistakes and we try again. Never give up. Try again. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Join me in my social media, and hope to see you again in the next video. Happy planting. Bye.